Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the effect of rotor resistance on torque slip speed characteristics. Actually, how the torque slip speed characteristics of induction machine or induction motor, the induction motor NR is equals to 0 and NR is equals to NS and S is equals to 1 and S is equals to 0, and actually the characteristics are like this. Here generally we are called as maximum torque, here generally we are called as starting torque, here generally we are called as slip at maximum torque. These are the characteristics actually we have for induction motor. Now, effect of rotor resistance on torque slip speed characteristics. At full load torque is constant. Full load torque is constant. During this analysis, we have to take the load torque constant. Right. So this is the heading. Very important. Listen carefully. So what is full load torque actually? The full load torque of the machine is equals to approximated full load torque formula. Approximated full load torque formula kV square into S by R2. kV square into S by R2 should be constant. This should be constant according to our heading. Full load torque constant. But they are changing rotor resistance. Rotor resistance changing. This is variable. But this K is already constant. This voltage also doesn't changes. Voltage constant, K constant, but rotor resistance is variable. If rotor resistance is changes, slip also changes. Now tell me, what is the condition to get full load torque as a constant? What is the condition? Actually, this is not constant, this is not constant, but combination of these two should be constant. Nothing but the S by rotor resistance should be constant. Constant, nothing but full load torque is constant. Nothing but the slip is directly proportional to rotor resistance. Slip is directly proportional to rotor resistance. Very important formula. Slip is directly proportional to rotor resistance. For example, if rotor resistance increases, slip also increases. If slip increases, the rotor speed reduces. We know that already, yes or no? The slip and speeds are inversely proportional to each other. Yes sir? Yes? Right. So, for example, if rotor resistance reduces, slip also reduces. Okay? Slip also reduces. If slip reduces, speed increases. If slip reduces, speed increases. This is the speed control method. Yes or no? We can control the speed. By changing the rotor resistance, we can control the speed. We can control the speed by changing the rotor resistance. Right. This is the speed control method. What are the advantages of this method? What are the advantages? The first advantage, easy speed control method. Easy speed control method. What are the disadvantages? Tell me, what are the disadvantages? This is only applicable for slip ring induction machine. This is not applicable for squirrel cage induction machine. I already told you the squirrel cage rotor is short circuited by end rings. There is no possibility to add extra resistance or to increase the extra resistance. That's why this is not possible in squirrel cage. This is only possible in slip ring induction machine. Yeah, of course, okay. This is the one disadvantage. What is the another disadvantage? If I want to reduce my speed, how can I reduce my speed? By adding extra resistance. If extra resistance added in the circuit, the rotor resistance increases. If rotor resistance increases, slip increases, then speed reduces. Okay, sir, we can control the speed. I want to increase my speed. I want to increase my speed. How can I increase my speed? How can I increase my speed? How can I? So, to increase the speed, we have to reduce the rotor resistance. If you want to increase the rotor resistance, you can add extra resistance. But now I want to reduce my rotor resistance. How can I reduce my rotor resistance? How can I reduce my rotor resistance? Sorry, sir. Generally, if you are added, rotor resistance increases. But how we can reduce rotor resistance? There is no possibility. There is only one possibility, by going to cut the winding. Is it possible? It is not possible. That's why the above rated speeds are not possible in this method. This is only applicable for slip ring induction machine. That too, this is only applicable for below rated speeds. Below rated speeds. This is not applicable for squirrel cage, as well as this is not applicable for above rated speeds. Not applicable for above rated speeds. Okay, what are the advantages? The advantages, easy speed control. Easy speed control method. Easy speed control method. What are the disadvantages? What are the disadvantages? First one, only applicable for slip ring induction machine. Only applicable for slip ring induction machine, not applicable for squirrel cage. And next one, only applicable for below rated speeds. Below rated speeds, not applicable for above rated speeds. Not applicable for above rated speeds. And next and most important one, due to high resistance, losses increases, efficiency decreases. Due to high resistance, losses increases, efficiency decreases. Losses increases, efficiency decreases. This is the most important one. These are the advantages and disadvantages of rotor resistance. What is that? The effect of rotor resistance on torque slip speed characteristics, or the speed control by rotor resistance. Speed control by rotor resistance only applicable for below rated speeds, not applicable for above rated speeds. Okay, I controlled my speed. Now I have to control my torque. Let's see here. Generally, the approximated starting torque formula kV square into R2 by X2 square. Approximated starting torque formula I given you already. If rotor resistance increases, the starting torque also increases. Yes, sir. Starting torque increases. Next one, maximum torque formula. Maximum torque is equals to kV square by 2x2. If rotor resistance increases or if rotor resistance reduces, there is no changes in maximum torque. The maximum torque is constant. The maximum torque independent of rotor resistance. This is one disadvantage. Here we cannot control the maximum torque. We can control the starting torque, but we cannot control the maximum torque. The maximum torque independent of rotor resistance. Very, 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 very important. You have to remember this one. Okay? And next one, what about slip at maximum torque? Slip at maximum torque is equals to R2 by X2. Yeah, sir. If rotor resistance increases, the slip at maximum torque also increases. If rotor resistance reduces, slip at maximum torque also reduces. If rotor resistance increases, slip at maximum torque increases. Like that. If rotor resistance reduces, the starting torque also reduces. Right, sir. We have three parameters. One is the starting torque, one is the maximum torque, another one is the slip at maximum torque. Now see here. Here, actually, this is at some rotor resistance R. My torque characteristics at some rotor resistance R. Now I increased my rotor resistance. If rotor resistance increases, the starting torque also increases. Starting torque also increases. If rotor resistance increases, maximum torque does not changes. The maximum torque is constant. If rotor resistance increases, SMT also increases. As slip at maximum torque increases. Increases nothing but right side or left side. Increases nothing but right side or left side. See here, if it is goes like this, it goes to 0. If it goes like this, it goes to 1. So tell me, increases nothing but comes in this way. This is SMT dash. SMT dash. Now tell me, we have to get maximum torque at this position. SMT. Slip at maximum torque, we can get maximum torque. Then the curve is like this. The curve is like this. This is with rotor resistance increased. So for example, actually not possible to reduce rotor resistance. For example, I reduces my rotor resistance. So actually not possible. For example, if there is any one chance, for example, I reduces my rotor resistance, the starting torque also reduces. The starting torque also reduces. And slip at maximum torque also reduces. Slip at maximum torque also reduces. Reduces nothing but comes to here. So here we can get the maximum torque. So the curve is like this. The curve is like this. The curve is like this. This is reduced rotor resistance. This is reduced rotor resistance. This is reduced rotor resistance. These are the characteristics. These are the characteristics. Rotor resistance increases. Normal rotor resistance reduces. Now they are asking question. If rotor resistance increases, the curve moves leftwards or rightwards. If rotor resistance increases, curve moves rightward. If rotor resistance reduces, curve moves leftward. Sorry, this is rightward, this is leftward. If rotor resistance reduces, rightward. If rotor resistance increases, leftward. Like that they are asking questions. This is the effect of rotor resistance on torque, slip as well as speed. If rotor resistance increases, the speed reduces. See here, comes to 0. If rotor resistance reduces, the speed increases. Goes to ns. Right? This is very important one. And in this is important. Right? Once see clearly what is total. See clearly.